What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about The Last Jedi and whether or not it was really as bad as everybody's making out to be. The critics really like it, but I believe on Rotten Tomatoes the audience score is around a 50%, and that's extremely low for a Star Wars movie, unless we're counting the prequels, which, you know, practically almost everybody hated. I really thought this film had some interesting ideas, but some of them just weren't executed to like the full potential I feel like they could have been. But today we're just going to talk about whether The Last Jedi is really it's worth the negativity it's getting recently. So let's get right into it. For this video, I'm primarily focusing on the negatives and whether or not they really bogged down the film like everybody is making out to be. The casino planet that Finn and Rose went to, it really didn't feel like a Star Wars film to me personally. I saw a lot of people talk about it almost seeming like the prequels in a way, with just the overabundance of CGI, and I could definitely see where they're coming from. And just the whole subplot of Finn and Rose, I hated. I really did not like it. I don't like Rose as a character, honestly. She's just cookie cutter. I don't know how much they could extend for her character in the next film, but who knows, maybe they can. I just really didn't enjoy her character, and I felt like her relationship with Finn was really rushed, and perhaps that's what they were going for because they were kind of forced, you know, to work together. But I just didn't really like their dynamic. I feel like they didn't really have the chemistry that they should have. But that's one reason that I think this film kind of suffers, is just that whole subplot I really didn't like. The death of Snoke in this film, it was cool. Like, I was like, oh, that's really cool. But at the same time, if you just, like, I thought about it, I was like, well, that was kind of lame for him, because he was really hyped up in The Force Awakens. He was mysterious, but at the same time, you could really, like, get a sense of what powers he could behold. And in this film, he's really all talk and no action. He shoots lightning out of his fingers like the Emperor in Return of the Jedi, and that's what I thought was really cool. I was, like, super excited for that. But I feel like his potential was wasted, along with another character that I'll speak on later. But what I was thinking is maybe they could bring him back in the 9th film. Maybe that's what they're going to do, but I'm not sure how they would do it necessarily. Maybe as a hologram, or maybe they saved his brain or something. Maybe something Star Wars-like. But I feel like his death, it was cool, but it shouldn't have happened. Not in this film, at least. One thing that I just found weird, maybe Kylo Ren lied to Rey, and maybe we're going to get a big reveal in the 9th film, but the backstory of Rey's parents, the little of it we get, okay? Anything else? That's why I think maybe there might be something more to behold in the 9th film, because we didn't really get anything, just her parents sold her as a kid. It was really anticlimactic with the way that Kylo revealed what her parents did to her. And one thing I was really disappointed at is there was no Jedi training montage. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I thought that'd be cool, because whenever it was the end of The Force Awakens, you know, it was just Rey and Luke, and we were like, oh snap, this is about to be crazy next film. And then for the whole film, Luke's like, I don't want to teach you. I mean, he has a good reasoning for it, especially with how Kylo turned bad whenever he was younger. But come on, it would have been cool. Like, there was like one scene where Rey was fleeing around the saber, and yeah, that's cool, but I was expecting, you know, like some Kill Bill type stuff where she's running up and down some stairs. Did a lot more. There really wasn't any training to be done, but just her slicing up that rock, and he's like, you're a Jedi. But I just felt like there could have been a lot more than what was given to us. Also, to quickly touch on this, I just feel like some of the humor was a little forced. I feel like there might have been a little bit too much humor in this film. Some of the stuff could be toned down, especially the slapstick stuff at the casino, where all those creatures are busting through the walls and it's that big chase sequence and everybody's freaking out and stuff. I just felt like that was kind of, I don't know, it just felt a little bit too hokey for me. I just thought that was weird. And finally, my last negative, it's not too major, but I don't know. I just think it's a really wasted opportunity. They can't bring her back. And that is the death of Captain Phasma. just, what happened? Like, legit, what happened? Boba Fett got more justice than her.
Boba Fett? Boba Fett? Where?
But Captain Phasma, she was all talk too. She barely done anything. Why would they kill her off? She was so cool. And some plot hole that a person found was if her armor is laser proof, you know, it bounces off when they shoot her with a laser, then why was she being held at gunpoint in The Force Awakens? Rian Johnson, what's up? Like, I just thought that was weird, especially with the actress that portrays her. She does a great job, and all around is just a really cool character. But I just don't know how they could bring her back after that. I don't think they can. I think they just wanted to write her off. I don't know why. I think she's awesome, but she's dead, I guess. But to name some things that I appreciate how they're adding on to the lore of the Force, especially with the Force bonding scenes with Rey and Kylo. I was really confused at first. I was like, what is this? Whenever it was coming back and forth to Kylo on that ship and Rey on the island, I was like, what's going on? I think that was a really great idea on Rian Johnson's part. It's like in Revenge of the Sith, whenever Palpatine is talking to Anakin about the tale of Darth Plagueis, it really adds on to the lore of just the whole Jedi mythology and the Force mythology. And that's what I think was so cool about Revenge of the Sith, is it really felt like it was a necessary prequel to the original saga. And I thought how Luke wasn't portrayed as some big hero. It's really honest, especially with how you think his character would be in that universe. He's not perfect. He did some bad things. And especially with Kylo, he considered killing him. For a brief period, he did think about killing him. And that's what I think is really cool. He's not a perfect Jedi hero that everybody needs to look up to. He's human. Just like Rey, just like Poe, just like Finn. And I think his self-sacrifice, in a way, at the end of the film is beautiful, especially with him looking at the two sons as a parallel in A New Hope, whenever he was looking at him whenever he was a teenager. That made me almost want to cry, just how telling and how beautiful that was. It was really well executed. And then him dying, a gust of wind just takes away his cloak. That's the end of Luke Skywalker. And I don't think there could have been a better way for him to go out, honestly. A lot of people were butthurt about that. But you just got to think about it. Luke was saving them. And I don't know. I can't really put it to words, but that's what he would have wanted. I've watched Star Wars for a long time, and I wasn't too upset about Luke dying. I mean, yeah, it really sucks, but it makes sense. It's self-sacrifice at its finest, and I love the way they executed it. So that's about it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me, did you like The Last Jedi or not? Personally, like I was talking about, there are a lot of problems with it, but overall, I think it's a good film. And like I said in my previous video, if you would like me to do a Blu-ray collection showcase, then drop a like. I'd really appreciate it. And thanks so much for watching, guys, and Brandon out.